Hi makeup friends, I hope you all are doing well. I'm bringing to you this video, and this video is on my top 3 favorite face powders. So let me just tell you about my skin type. I have very oily skin. I do not have combination skin where some parts are oily and some parts are dry. My entire face is like an oil slick. So this will be very helpful for you if you do have very oily skin. I'm sorry for you for those of you that have combination skin or dry skin, this video may not be helpful to you at all whatsoever. So I am just going to talk about my top 3 favorite powders. What I look for is sometimes good coverage. My main goal when putting on a powder is to stay looking matte. My oil comes through very quickly. I could have finished doing my makeup within half an hour and I could see oil coming through if I do not use a good powder in combination with a good foundation and a good primer. I may have a video coming up on foundations again and on primers, but for right now this is my top 3 favorite face powders. So the first face powder that I'm going to talk to you about is my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat powder. This is what the packaging looks like. I purchased this from the NYX kiosk in Long Circular Mall. There's one also in Trinity Mall, as well as the Wonderful World branches sell NYX. However, those the Wonderful World stores sometimes do not have exactly what you're looking for. So you would have to hope that the kiosks will have them. So this is what the powder looks like. There's a mirror. I don't want to blind you. There's a mirror. And this powder looks very white, but it is my shade. There you go. I've almost hit pan on it there. I've had this powder for quite some time, and it has lasted me really well. My shade is 08 Golden Beige. Now, most of the time when I buy face powders, I do not like to buy ones that come in colors. I prefer like a translucent powder or an invisible powder, because if I make the mistake of picking up the wrong shade, I don't want it to throw off my foundation, and I don't want to have all of that issue. The reason why I tried this one is because the girl tested me for it there, and the color is quite on point as to my shade. So this powder is a very smooth powder, and it does match my skin tone quite well. This is my absolute favorite colored powder that I own. It keeps me matte for a good couple of hours. I would say maybe between 3 to 4 hours, and that is really good for me because I am a very oily skinned person. So this powder, I would definitely recommend that if you do have oily skin, that you go out and try this powder. It really lives up to its name. If this is ever, when this is finished, I will definitely repurchase this again. I really love it because it makes me get a long way out of my foundation. So that's the first one. The second powder that I really love is not really an entire face powder. I don't use it as an entire face powder, but it is the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. This is how much I have used from it. I really like this powder. I do own the Ben Nye banana powder, but I do own a small container of it, and sometimes I reserve that one for special nights, date nights or whatever, going out to dinner or something. And this is the one that I more or less use as my everyday setting powder. I never set under my eyes using any other powder except a yellow one, because I find that it really makes under my eyes look brighter. I've recently started to try the baking method with this powder, where you put like a bunch of it under your eyes and like to under your contour and stuff, and you just leave it on while you do your eye makeup or something else, and it really sets my concealer and my foundation and stuff really well. I absolutely love it for underneath my eyes. It is so finely milled. It is so finely milled. It just is a very smooth powder. Beauty gurus from all over really enjoy this powder. It is very, very silky smooth, really, really nice. I got mine in Pennywise. If you do not have this powder, you should definitely try it. I do know that some of the beauty gurus that I do watch that have very, very oily skin absolutely love setting their entire face with this powder, but I love it for under my eyes and for setting my contour. And when I highlight the center of my face, I love it to set my my highlighting concealer. So this is number 2. I definitely recommend you guys to try this one. I would say I reach for this more than my banana powder, just because it's big and it's really nice. I really enjoy this powder. So that's number 2. And then the third powder that I have been loving is a recent discovery of mine. I've never used it before. I got this early December when I traveled, and it is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. This can be found in Trinidad. I do know that certain sellers from on Facebook do sell it, and I believe it sells for about $50 TT, and it is quite a large jar of powder. This just says original formula, Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. It does say at the back that it's swirled until they reach a cloud-like softness. This ultra smooth powder hides tiny lines, wrinkles, and blemishes and gives a new softness to your skin. Now, used to set makeup or as a foundation and long-lasting. The reason why I love this powder so much is because it keeps me matte for the entire day. I have never found a powder to do that for me, and I sometimes have to. It comes with a nice puff. I have never found a powder to be able to do that for me. I don't even need to touch up when I use this. I have to stop myself from using it sometimes so that I can use the other powders in my collection. But this was a fantastic investment. This is really good. And it does, when you put it on and you feel your skin, it has like a silkiness to it. It's like almost like a velvety powder feel. It's really divine. This for $50. This and this cost the same amount. This one is 1 ounce and this one is 2.3 ounces. So you're getting double and then some. So I would even, if I'm in a bind and I don't have my yellow powder, I will set under my eyes with this one. But this one for an all over setting powder for my oily skin is awesome. I really like it. It keeps me matte for a long time. So guys, those were my top 3 favorite face powders. These are the face powders that I reach for the most. I love them to death. If any of these ever finished or I couldn't find it, I would repurchase these in a heartbeat. And that's what I look for in makeup that I would call my favorite, is if it got lost or if they were finished, if I would repurchase it one time, it's a favorite because you need it in your life. So guys, I hope this video was helpful for you all. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you all so much for always tuning in. And please stay tuned for more videos. So until next time guys, bye.